ZZ Top versus Eric Blundell.
Yes, sir. Eric's not a California boy.
What's the ratings?
615 for Eric. And
And
a 581 for Zach. So believe this would be a toss up pretty much.
Yeah, I was hoping that Zach was the favorite, so at some point I could say ZAGER puts the dagger.
Well, according to Fargo, in a hot race, Zach would be getting one game on the wire.
That's fair.
But for a medium, they don't be a 9-10.
You know, when people ask me for weight and they're, and it's like I'm a 2-game edge. I'm like, all I got to do is hang 2 9-balls and it's 50-50 at that point. And I'm very capable of hanging the 2 9-balls, trust me.
Oh yeah, I've played tournaments, 9-ball and the 7-footer, and I have to go to 5 and my opponent has to go to 2. It's like they win the first game and it's like, okay. You got to win 5 in a row, alternate break, 9-ball and the 7-footer. It's just, I'm like, is this really even? I know what it says on paper, but in practice, this seems very unreasonable.
Have you ever played APA 9-ball where you got to make 30 more balls than your opponent?
No.
That's tough sledding.
So you could win every game but lose?
Well, they count every ball that you make as a point. So it's like a 60-30 race. The 9-ball counts as 2 points. Not a lot of people will admit that they play in the APA league.
Yeah, we have BCA down here, and I only have time for one league, and from what I've heard of APA, I just don't really. Seems weird to me, rules and stuff.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm doing it as a favor. I had Natalie did an entire, like, she spent a ton of hours with this instructional video that I made for YouTube where I taught her how to masse. She shot so many top shelf shots, as an APA 4 or whatever she was. And then she asked me to be on her team, and I'm like, well, I owe you one.
Yeah. All right, 1-0 Eric. Looks like he broke serve there. He's breaking. No 2-ball in the back. Call the police.
Oh boy, that's.
We need a siren sound effect for when somebody breaks a rule. I got to talk to the boss about that.
Oh my word.
When somebody does like a just atrocious foul, you can throw up the siren.
Well, or if someone makes the 9 on the break and rakes the balls like they just won.
I know. I was talking in that other match about that situation that came up, that we saw where he raked one ball and then conceded. And Aaron Rodgers was in the chat And he said, "No, that was me, but I raked all the balls because I didn't know." I said, "No, that's you weren't who I was talking about."
Everyone's doing it. Nice break. Look at
Wow,
that
look at
cue
them all
ball.
go. Give him
Just
a shot.
parks it.
Yeah, wow, look at that.
I love it. It's not easy to do, to break that hard and park the cue ball right there.
Yeah, and he's looking good to just you go short side of the 4 here. Yeah, right there. People would have thought I'd be drawing it as I was talking about it.
I read your mind. It's just such a juicy out.
Yeah, and if you stop right where the 4 is, you got that perfect angle to. I mean, you're going to stop here. Yeah. So you'll have a good angle. Well, now things are interesting.
Well, he got a little overzealous.
Yeah, I saw a little bit more of a stun there, stun follow type of deal. But yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
tricky. I don't know where you end up here if you go slow. I mean, you're almost flirting with the side pocket or running into the 5, it looks like. And to play it at
Yeah. I,
speed is difficult.
I think you bump the 5 to here.
Yeah, I don't feel like there was much of a plan there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The speed was a little questionable. Now it's real tough.
Yeah. I wouldn't want any part of this shot.
Just trying to draw it to the side rail.
You can't do that when you're on the rail. Wow.
Oh, well,
I guess
pool gods punished him a little bit there.
this is what we call connect the dots.
Yep. 1-1 is going to be the score. Got to see the end of ZACK playing Chris, and he was shooting really well.
Chris who?
Chris Marino. They went hill. It was but yeah, ZACK looked really comfortable.
So Zager put the dagger.
He did. But the final dagger. Except he didn't have to shoot the 9 ball because he conceded. So not technically
No.
the final dagger, but you know. Oh man, no 2 ball in the back again, but it's in the same spot, so it's kind of fair.
Twisting the dagger. It's like, I'll do whatever I want.
He's getting his fingers all in there. All kinds of little tricks. Oh, 1 ball spinning. Not quite.
What table are we on here?
This is table 6.
Okay. Let's see if I can find it on YouTube. See if there's anyone in the chat.
And I looked, I think we had 8 people. Let's see where we're at now. 15 people. Brandon, yes, SVB and Chris are playing in it. We just commentated a Chris Reinhold match earlier today. There's a lot of B-side matches going on right now. Obviously, Shane is as far as you can be on the A side.
Can someone in the chat say something just so I can see if this is working for me? A little test.
All right, if no one else will, I will.
Oh, good call. Okay, I can see the chat now. This is a tester.
Oh, nice. I just got 25 XP for writing test in the chat. I'm loaded.
Karen. Oh, Karen. I wonder who she's rooting for. Karen Denise ZAGER.
I'm sure that's a coincidence.
We realize. Oh my God, is that a? What was that guy's name? CJ Wiley. Is that a CJ Wiley reference? He used to always say realize.
All right. Well, this is a tough shot here.
The very first instructional video I got was from CJ Wiley, and man, that guy, he's a ball of talent, let me tell you.
Yeah, such a natural, gifted player.
He
Really fun to listen to. He just put out like a 20-minute video on ball waxing. And it's only in pool can you say that with a straight face and not even.
You can't even say it with a straight face.
Well, I did it first until it came out of my mouth. But yeah, it was really interesting, because he talks a lot about how Earl does it all the time with the armor all when he's doing trick shot exhibitions and stuff. And
well, he taught the ultimate aiming system, and I was such a young player, and I used it. I don't use it anymore, but it got me started.
well, now he's got this new thing where you get like this mat that has your place to put your feet on, and he's saying now that the stance is the most important thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, well, you'll have to take that up with CJ.
And
just buy his mat. Just buy his mat.
Oh, you're killing me. And I also don't believe that a touch of inside is the answer. I'm of the touch of outside school of thought. So
Yeah, hard to say. Sometimes these pros say things and I almost feel like they're trolling you a little bit.
it's like I've got to sell something that no one's ever said before.
I mean, obviously Shane is one of the best in the world, but when I learned his aiming system with his quarter of the shaft on the point, I took a lesson with him, and a couple times I kind of looked at him and went, "You're not doing that on every shot."
Yeah,
come on,
he,
give me the real secret.
he's playing off of memory of what the shot looks like.
Well, no, I think that he does use it, but it is so. I mean, it's. I've never heard anybody else use it before, and it's very confusing. And I just could not get it to work for me. But it was still interesting.
Well, my school of thought is that aiming systems go out the window once you start using English and jacking up. Like the cue ball's curving, you just got to get used to playing it by feel at that point.
Well, yeah. How many times have you had somebody go, "Oh man, I just learned this awesome system"? And they set up a shot, and they go, "Well, it normally works." Like that time, but it's really a really useful system, and you're like, okay, well, you kind of failed the only test.
The thing about Shane's system, though, is he never tried to sell it. It wasn't like a video that he made.
Yeah, and I think that it is something that he really uses, but it's also something that requires thousands of hours of practice that most of us aren't going to put in. So
Right, and those thousands of hours would get you to figure out a number of other systems that you invented in your own head.
yeah, not to mention you have to work to erase everything that you've already learned. And because that was the thing, is when he would set up shots, and when I trusted it and really used what he was saying, I could not make a ball.
You know it's not going to go.
it looks wrong to me, and I just go, I feel like I'm aiming what you're telling me to, but it just doesn't look right, and then I'd miss it the way that I thought I would, and just go, okay, I don't know. But he's a fun guy to hang out with. I mean, in hindsight, I wish I would have just said, let's just play for 2 hours. I don't
Yeah.
want any instruction, you know. I just thought I was going to cram all this really useful stuff into 2 hours, and it flies by.
You know, I took a lesson with Mika Immonen, and and after the lesson, he was playing guys for cash, and well, there was only one other guy that played him for cash, but he approached me and said, "Do you want to play for cash?" And I said, "You know what I want? I'll pay you for another lesson, but we're gonna play 9 ball, and you're gonna tell me what I should shoot every single shot, and when it's your turn, you tell me what you're thinking." And he said, "That's a great idea," and we did that, and I learned a lot.
I bet that's what I would have wanted in hindsight. Well, what are we doing here? This is an interesting situation. Playing the carom, cool,
At the
good
perfect
speed.
speed. I kinda like jacking up here and stunning it.
Yeah, the pocket's helping him out. He doesn't even have to jack up. I don't think I think that's what he was aiming for first there.
Right.
But it is a little bit of a tester, you know.
Well, and you need to get perfect, which he
Yes.
didn't,
He
'cause
didn't, but he's okay. He's got a big area here he can land in. Where's my clicker? Yeah, or just draw it a little bit and come. My thing's not working. Come 2 rails out down here. Yeah, like that. There you go.
honestly, I've taken a ton of lessons from Dan Louis and, Sean Lewis even recently, where I dictated what I wanted it to do, and
Mhm.
and it's the same thing. It's like, "I wanna play 9 ball, and you tell me what I should do every shot." It
Yeah, that's what I did with Daniel. I said, I want to play 9 on the spot, 2 in the back, and I just want to break the entire time. And you tell me what to do, what
well,
to change, and what happened when I broke that time, and how to manipulate it, and what to do if I want something different to happen. And
right, and I did a lesson with Sean Lewis where we did 8 ball. I was gonna commentate an 8 ball match on Chalkbox, and I said, "Tell me everything that you're thinking." And we were playing on his 9-foot table, which makes 8 ball more difficult, and the amount of times that he he said to play safe was mind-boggling.
yeah,
50% of the time.
look at this. We got the 2 on the wing now.
That's that's a paddling.
That's a paddling. That's right. Watch this 2 ball's gonna fly in right here.
You can't do that.
Well, tough spot here. Straight in, 4 balls all blocked up, 5 balls tied up. What do you do? Do you just jack up and draw it as hard as you can and just take whatever you get?
Yeah, ride the 9, something.
I mean, sometimes honestly, when I'm just like stuck in a spot, I'm just thinking like I can't see anything that I really feel good about, and a ball's tied up like that. I just kind of think, well, let's just be able to see the 4 and see what happens. And sometimes things can, just kind of come up.
Well, there is a bank here.
Yes, there is. It's not bad. It's not the easiest bank with the 8 there and the 5 being so close to the rail, but
But you can't hardly play safe on it. Well, now that changes everything.
See, now how good does my plan look? But that's just it. I mean, sometimes, and the more I play, the more I kind of lean into my instincts and say, you know what, somebody looking at it might think it's crazy, but if you don't think it's crazy and you can see a good outcome and it's realistic, then, go for it.
Yeah, and I don't have the patience to spend too much time analyzing, so I probably play the wrong shot in these types of situations.
Yeah. Now, big question. What ball is this?
Yeah, see, I think it's the 3, and I think you can go if you know how the tangent line works.
Yep. You
But
definitely can. I think it's a little flat for that. He would have to put a little bit of bottom on it. Because I think just naturally it's coming this way.
yeah,
So he's gonna have to put a little bottom on it to kind of get on this line here.
he'll hit it hard.
And you can see it kind of whipped there. It didn't stun. It kind of went down here and then the bottom caught,
Mhm.
Hit it kind of different. Got down quick on this.
Perfect.
Very nice. Now do you try and come in? There you go.
And
Slow.
then the 5 goes here.
Oh, okay. You're trying to hit it. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. My mind, I saw more of a containing safe here, trying to hit it soft.
Well, the funny part about it is it's such a difficult shot that thinking that you know what's gonna happen is is a pipe dream.
Yeah, I mean, at that speed, you could come off of like right here and scratch.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's a
Uh,
little, yeah, that would have been a tough one to get out of at that speed.
guess guess the question is, does the 7 go by the 8 here? I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah, I think you could even rub the rail with it if you needed to, which is nice because the eight's right there, so you could hit it totally pocket speed and be fine. It's looking good here.
Yeah.
Nice angle.
That's a little sloppy, but
Yeah, you just want to really want to get as close as you can to that spot where you can comfortably follow to here.
yeah. It's harder than it looks though.
Yeah, I got a
'Cause look at
little on
that.
the wrong. So well, now we can go and play the 7 the other way. So that's fine.
I think he's dead straight.
Or go into it. Oh, you can punch over. Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
It's perfect again for a stop shot here. Always nice when you can play it. That's like the exact speed you want to be able to play it at. You don't want to have to roll it or anything. Beauty.
Do you remember what the Fargo ratings were?
Yeah, Zach's 580 and Eric's 615.
Wow.
But like I said, that's And I think the higher you get in Fargo, the bigger the difference can be and still be even when you're talking 7'9" ball, you know?
Right.
You could be a 650 and a 750, and if the 651, it wouldn't be like the craziest thing in the world, you know?
Well, right. We knew that Michael Deichmann had a chance there against Stan Durango.
Yeah, but now you're talking a 450 and a 550. That's
No,
different.
no. The 450. Well, unless you're Malini Baker, did you see that match or hear about the match? Her versus Todd Shirley. She smoked him 7-1.
Wow.
And she's playing like I played with her in a tournament. It was like the Moscone style, and we played Scotch doubles together, and we broke and ran like it was nothing. She's a hell of a player. I think she's the future.
Nice. Huh. Well, what do you do here?
Well, I like the stun follow. One ball and cue ball goes here.
Yeah. It's a good shot. Well. Huh.
That had potential.
You got some decisions here.
Jeez.
If you want to be aggressive, you could go cue ball down here, follow to the corner and try and get short side. Looks like he's going to play it off the 5 and do that.
Well, that's madness.
Madness. I think this is bad. Oh, he's playing safe. That's good. 3 foul him.
Right.
It's probably smarter. I feel like I would have tried to make something happen there. I feel comfortable making the 1 and getting something on the 2. And you could get good on the 2 and get out, but this works.
I think it was time for a 3 foul. Nice kick. Wow.
Now he could free some stuff up and get him on the 9 here.
Right. I like that.
He's able to go into the 5 and get him. I like that.
Yeah, he's not going to give up on this 3 foul.
Yeah.
Or he's just playing smart pool every shot he gets with no ill intentions other than winning.
Yeah, I just feel like he could have done a little more there, you know? Done something a little more productive and gotten a more lockup safe, because you got to think he's going to hit this ball.
He's jumping.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he made this. If I was jumping, I would be hoping to make this ball. Come across and have a safe on the 2. No, it didn't quite get across.
I'd still rather be shooting from here.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much just roll it into the edge of the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Try and catch the point, and hope the 5 blocks it. Oh, 5 first. Bummer. Now he's thinking about 3 fouling.
I don't think so. There's nothing to think about here.
Yeah, that was the only thing that made me think about it, because if he was questioning something, you know. So yeah, if you're getting out, you just throw that ball down there.
Whoa, you're
Oh, hit the point.
what? Oh my word! I'm getting vertigo right now. That was not expected.
Yeah, he really got down and hit that ball kind of quick. Didn't seem totally comfortable.
You know, it's really boring to watch pros just run out the rack like it's nothing. This is way more entertaining, honestly.
Yeah, I think I think so. I'd rather watch a 600 level is a pretty sweet point, because they're good enough to play correctly and get out, but also some, you know, not good enough to get perfect all the time.
You, you'll be surprised, and it makes it fun. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah, so I mean, now do you try and go around here?
Absolutely.
3 balls right next to the 4.
And,
You really don't have to get straight on that 3 or anything.
no, just don't hit it going into the pocket. You don't want to rearrange
Right.
the furniture on this. Nice.
That's good. A little hard. Well, now it got a little bit interesting.
That's what we're talking about.
Same path again.
We're talking about interesting pool.
I don't know. It's a kind of a weird spot here.
Yeah.
Because you're almost, I mean, having to go close to the corner to get any kind of.
That's the miracle.
Oh man,
Pool is hard.
didn't see it happening like that, but you just get the feeling something could go horribly wrong on that shot. You know, it was fraught with danger.
I mean, there should be some sand traps. They make this game so difficult with all these obstacles.
You know, I thought it would be that'd be a fun thing to do, like to have pros play, but my idea was you have like moving obstructions where like you draw a card or roll a dice or something where they go. So like there's a pole or something that will go next to the table to where like it makes a tight spot, or you know.
Like miniature golf.
Yeah, yeah, you put like a patch down on the table that makes the ball roll slow over it or something, and you know, you predetermine where it's going to go randomly. Or
Well, I have a theory that if you're gonna play on with a shot clock, you should practice with the Roomba on your table.
oh, that would be fun. Yeah, put the Roomba on there. It's a foul to touch the Roomba.
I've done it. I mean, the Roomba is coming, and you have to shoot now,
Unless it changes direction.
right? But that's what the pros are dealing with when those beeps start going off. It's just like the Roomba is coming into your shot line.
Yeah, I'm always so impressed that they deal with that, the ref saying 10 or the beeping, or because that would be so hard to get used to.
Well, I used to do that on FNL. We had a shot clock, and because I was well, we were in a situation where if the match went long, the stream would run out of time. Yeah. So we had a shot clock and people hated it. And I got rid of it because I realized the players aren't going to slow play because they know they're on camera. They don't want to be boring. Nice, nice. All right, draw this one up. I like it.
just top pretty much.
He's pointing right there.
I like the rail anyways. I do not stun this straight up and down. I like using the rail.
Totally. Follow is more predictable than draw, and stunning requires draw. And when you stun it, you could end up going here on accident.
Right. Or getting the wrong angle, coming back this direction and ended up on the 50.
Right.
Nice out there. Man, cruising 4-1 now. And I got to say, even though he's the lower rated player, he's looking a lot more comfortable.
Well, someone in the chat is happy.
He wants ZACK to FG. And he is effing G'ing.
FTW.
All right, he's going to try the 2 ball in the other wing this time.
For those of you that don't know, the 2 is supposed to be at the bottom right here.
Yeah. It's not doing him any favors, obviously, but oh, thank you, Karen. I appreciate you being here. It's nice to hear that we're not just yelling into the void.
Yeah, we have worth.
Well, you playing the combo here? You're rolling up on the 5.
I'm such a combo guy.
He's a combo man.
I think I can make this and get shape.
Yeah, that's one where I really don't think there's. Yeah, I don't fault anybody either way they go there.
Right.
But this, this looks really nice now.
Yeah, it seems like that was the right shot, doesn't it?
This is hard right here. I'm jumping this ball. You got the rail, the bridge on. You just got to touch it. I mean,
do you dart jump from here?
No, I don't. I don't ever dart jump. I have the propel with the little extension that comes off to make it shorter. You can get kind of straight up and down, a little easier. But yeah, like this, you don't have to go very far. And if the ball was any closer or it was the same distance and I didn't have the rail, I probably wouldn't. But
yeah, I can jump from here, no problem.
For me, this is just such a hard kick to judge this close to the rail. I mean, I just don't know what it's going to do, but yeah.
That was lackluster.
Well, now he's got a choice to make. Play the 2 on the short side and come over to the middle of the table, maybe. Leave the cue ball kind of where the 1 is and shoot the 2 and come over here.
Absolutely.
You don't have to leave yourself jacked up like that, though. It's okay, but I really try and avoid that stuff when I have ball in hand.
You want to hit this pretty firm. You kind of want to get straight in. Not bad.
I like staying above it here.
You like
No, I don't really. I like trying to leave the cue ball above it up here.
Okay.
I think. Just because of you get too much angle going down there for it. And he got pretty good on it here. Let's probably play the side now. Looks a little flat to go all the way out and up for the 6 like you were talking about. Maybe not, though.
I think he'll be fine.
You think so?
Ah, boy, I didn't have that on my bingo card, but
Well, roll it in. Not really much else you can do here.
well, you would think so, but he may. Never mind.
Were you going to say jack up?
Well, the last shot, I thought he should have hit it at that speed.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean by like the comfort thing. He's just, and we've all been there. I mean, it's just everything is a little off. You just can't quite get where you want on anything, you know, and you just can't figure it out. And it's a frustrating spot to be, but that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. He's just kind of landing just a little bit off on everything where he can't quite do what he wanted to do. And it's like that right there was another just compounding situation where things just kept happening, and then now it just compounded and he finally missed a ball. Where if he was playing and getting in line, that shot would have been fine, you know? And this shot is hard.
Yeah, I give him it's like a 50-50 chance of him getting out from here.
It is. And there's a lot to it that it's the situation too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You were given this gift. You don't want to mess it up. You're down 4-1. You're not playing that great. You're not feeling very good. You got to wait for this guy to shoot. It's just like all this stuff gets to you a little bit. He's going to make him keep waiting. Just, you know, you're thinking to yourself, get out of the way. You know, nothing against that guy, but it's funny. This is exactly what happens when you're in this situation.
Honestly, I would like the extra time to think about what I'm going to do here.
Well, yeah, that's a positive way to look at it. Not me. I'm saying, will you get out of the way already?
I like him ending up right here.
Look at that ball roll off. Yeah, he's in the twilight zone right now, as I like to call it, where you just feel like, what is going on here? Go check out my match with Patrick Nix if you want to see me there. See what. So that's where I was with that match. It's brutal.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens, but it was a similar thing where there was, you know, 5 things happening at once that if any one of them would have happened, it wouldn't have been an issue, but it was just I couldn't get out of my head and couldn't get comfortable. And
Yeah, well, Patrick played really well.
he did, you know, and that was one of the factors. It was like not only that, but he was also playing well. And yeah, just one of those tough matches that comes up. All right, Zach's going to say, all right, we're putting the 2 ball in the wing. Let's go. Don't scratch. Oh.
Yeah, I set the line on that match. I always bet on every match on, these live streams, and I set the line that, I gave Patrick 2 games on the wire, and Triple G chose you, and so I was rooting for Patrick.
Yep. 3rd time Zach's made the 9 ball in the break in this match.
Wow.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, that was another factor is you're going in as the favorite, and so it's kind of that's always a tough spot to be in mentally. When if you win, you just did what you're supposed to do.
Well, you've kind of been polarizing on the live streams. I've seen you completely dominate, and what I mean, didn't you win like 9-zip once?
Yeah, both of my worst performances were at Aaron's house.
Right. Well,
Well, one wasn't terrible or anything. One that was, but
but I'm just saying you either play like a 700 or a 570.
yeah, I mean it's tough
And
conditions.
that's a compliment because it's not easy to play like a 700. I never have. But anyway, Ron Plaza is a bad man. That's all I'm saying.
This is gonna be a shot here. What do you do? Do you try and go around this way, or try and draw to here and out?
I like plan B.
Yeah, he tried plan B. I just got right down on this ball.
Yeah, like it's nothing.
Okay. I was gonna say that was really quick.
Yeah, I think it goes, and then the cue ball might just wrap around.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Yes, just like I drew it up.
I think you needed a few more lines in there. Well, he's not out of the woods yet. This is tough here. It looks like he's gonna be grazing the 6.
Oh, I would just concede from here if I'm shooting.
I mean, you can't really. I don't. Me personally, I can't do anything but just look at the line and hit it and just try and make it.
I'm raking the balls from here. No, I could make this.
Oh, nice shot.
Wow.
All right, are we gonna get into this? He's gonna slow kick this.
Yeah, that's the shot.
I have seen some long battles in this situation. Where they just keep slow kicking it the way he's going to do and then edging it back around 3 rails, slow kick it again, edge it around 3 rails. It just can go on for a long time. Not going to get there. Does he have enough?
Yeah.
Looks like it. Maybe not.
Interesting.
Yeah, he couldn't quite. And even if he could make it, it's tough to get on the 6 if you can't really make the 4 at any kind of speed. Are we
He's
going to see
playing
it?
safe.
Oh, I don't think we're going to see a 3 foul, but we're probably going to see a 2 foul unless he does something good here.
Let me draw this up for you. It goes like this. That goes in, and then the cue ball comes around right there.
Oh. All right. Well, great opportunity to get on the hill here. Zach's got lots of fans watching. That's awesome.
He's got a great beard, too. I've done facial hair once before, and my girlfriend was like, "No, no, stop it."
All right, taking an extra second here, which is good. This little off angle on the rail can get you. Stay down. Nice shot. 6-1.
Yeah, Eric just needs to keep the faith. You know, he's been playing good to an extent, but he kind of needs a break and run from here.
Yeah, he needs to win 6 in a row is what he needs. Two ball in the wing. Oh, try break. Does he have a window?
I think he does. Can he just put the cue ball over here? Yeah, that's a tall order. You're
Cross
likely,
bank it.
yeah, you're likely to hit the nipple.
Okay. Well, is he straight enough to, it doesn't look like he's straight enough to draw back between the 3-5, or is he? Oh, maybe he is.
He is, and if you're not, you can add a little left.
That works.
You can always add a little left to throw it in.
Okay, he wants to have some. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to take a second here and make sure you're good to get from this 4 to the 5. It's one of the bigger shots of this rack.
Yeah, this is the shot.
That is going to be tough. I almost think you got to play safe here.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Yep.
Cue ball right there.
It's so that's a lot of distance for the cue ball.
And you might accidentally make the 4 doing that.
Right, or bump out. You got to hit it at a speed where if you bump the 9 out, you're going to have the 4. Okay, he went the other way. That's probably a better way to go, honestly.
100%.
And he got pretty fortunate there. Man, can he play the carom here? Is the 7 going to get in the way?
Honestly, I would rifle this in and send the 9 10 rails and eventually hit a pocket.
Yeah, that the 7 could be going behind it, kick the, like, bank the 9. Oh. Yeah, I liked your shot. You're up 6-1, just blast it, baby.
Yeah. It rarely comes up, but sometimes it's the APA shot.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that even at the professional level doesn't go away. Sometimes it's just the right time.
Well, Mike Siegel was the king of it. And he's playing the 9.
Is he?
No.
No, I think he's trying to go around 3 rails. Scratched. Nope. Almost.
But yeah, there was a time even with the pros where and the pockets back then when Mike Siegel was dominating were huge. So it blasting the rack was the right shot sometimes.
Right, especially with the equipment that they were playing on. They couldn't like slow roll and do stuff as delicate as they can now.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to watch those top players back then, especially with their kicking. Before Efren came and there was just no controlled kicking at all.
Well, it's embarrassing, frankly. It's
It would
humbling that
blast it.
that our American players were so bad that we needed a genius to come and teach us how to play pool.
Well, yeah, and he was just one of the, when the Filipinos first came over, it was just the first ones that happened to make it. They were all playing like that over there.
Right. Parika.
Yeah, Parika was the first one, right? That Danny called him the leader of the invasion. All right. Well, this is not where you want to be, down 6-1. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I wonder if you play the 8 here, you play the 8 here and the cue ball maybe down here.
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying here. Drew it up pretty good. He played it really well. It's a good shot. From that spot, you got to be happy with this.
Oh, yeah.
I think I go here.
Yeah, I agree.
Bank it back up into this pocket. It's a chance, but it's missable.
God, Eric's got to be hungry for a W at this point. I kind of like his odds. And I still think he's got a 50-50 chance. This
Yeah,
is no
I
good.
think I try and just draw over right here. I don't try and move the cue ball all over.
Yeah.
It's just too missable if you're trying to blast it and get the cue ball to come around 3 rails or something.
Well, you know what I say? Players in the 500 level, they lose 9 ball because they scratch on the final 3 balls. I never let myself scratch.
See, and that shot was what I initially saw, but then you put yourself in that situation. It's just so hard to make that 8 ball, and you have to you almost want to put a little inside on it.
Well, and look at how the scratch was in play.
Yeah.
It's an instant loss of game.
Yeah, this is very fortunate though. Another tough spot here.
Right.
Oh, look at this.
Round and round we go. Where
What
it's
an exchange.
nobody knows. I love it.
Oh, cue ball back up on the gold bar again. Well, the opposite end, but okay, good opportunity.
I like my odds from here. I can get out from here. Everything else was a nightmare.
Thinking we're trying to land somewhere over in here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're seeing it.
You just don't want to get too greedy here.
Nice.
Perfect line. dead between the pocket and the 9. Very nice.
Yeah.
I'd be too afraid to go all the way that far, but
well, Eric was due.
Yeah. That was an interesting end game there.
Oh, I put the 2 in the back.
I know that's so interesting to me because it's been going on the wing. So did he put it on the back as a coincidence?
I was gonna joke that he might put the 2 in the middle. But then I didn't. Look at the 9 just always traveling up there.
Yeah. That would have been 9 ball number 4 right there.
All right. Well, this is a runnable rack.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do wrong is ending up on this side of the shot line.
Correct.
And you know, when I'm giving lessons, I tell people, you know, I'm like, every single shot, you gotta know what side of the shot line you should be on playing 9 ball.
Right. I'll tell people, like, pick an appropriate sized target area for your skill level, you know?
Oh, that's a good one.
So if you're just starting out, don't get greedy. Pick a half of the table, you know? Pick a quarter of the table. Pick a quadrant, something, you know?
Right.
It's not a dollar bill.
Another thing I teach people is if you're new at using English, only shoot balls with English if it's in this area. Once you get good, then you can shoot balls with English if the object ball's in this area,
Right.
and then expand from there. Nice
Oh,
shot.
wow. Letting it out a little bit there. That feels good.
Well, and that's what English can do for you if you know how to use it. It's kind of mandatory. So this would be, let's see, I actually think this is the correct spot, but this is ideal.
Yep. Just come across. No problem.
Oh. And ZAGER about to put the dagger in and twist it.
Bit of an upset here. Shot great.
Nice match.